Hey, my name is Roman Peshke. I have a $10,000 a month AI automation agency, and this channel is all about recording every single day. The way these go is answer questions from you guys in the comments below these videos about what I'm doing to grow the business, questions about business in general, or just seeing what I'm up to. Then I talk about what I did to actually move the needle today. Then we wrap up with some YouTube channel growth stats. So, this is the Daily Updates channel, also a main channel that'll be linked at the end of this video as well as in the description. But yeah, let's jump into this. What is the most ridiculous task a client has asked you to automate? Honestly, none of the tasks have been super ridiculous. I usually go in with a clear agenda to my consultation calls, and it's all about identifying the bottleneck in the business, and then I suggest the automations from there instead of having them suggest automations to me. Because while I'm on the call with them, I'm the person that's in the seat that knows what should be automated and what can be handled manually, I guess. So I don't really take requests, to be honest. I just ask what's taking up a bunch of their time, what's the biggest sticking point in the business, stuff like that, to identify where the biggest problem is, and then we go from there. School, LMAO, yes. You're not doing anything but talking about the things you are doing and reading comments. I mean, yeah, that's the daily update channel. This is just kind of accountability for me and sharing what I'm doing. You don't really have to believe me if you don't want to, but yeah, that's what this channel is all about. If you have any questions about growing your own AI automation agency, you can feel free to throw them in here and listen to my response and see if it makes sense. But yeah, outside of that, I guess you did miss the growth stats that I do each day. So that would be the third thing. How do you handle client expectations and project management for your automations? Yeah, big on setting out expectations at the front of our working relationship, then mapping out a roadmap, giving them a 30, 60, 90 of what it would look like as far as timelines, deliverables, and kind of reassessing what's working and what's not. So how do I handle client expectations? Just being clear, upfront, and transparent as much as possible. Try to get back to their incoming messages to me as fast as I can. In fact, I think setting expectations around the time delay between responses is a place that a lot of people overlook and can be super powerful. Or if you say, hey, between 9 to 5, I have my inbox up on my laptop. I can get back to you within, let's say, 30 minutes or less. But outside of those windows, it might take me a little bit longer. I just want to make sure to give you a heads up that I won't let more than 24 hours elapse before I get back to you. But if you hit me at 7 p.m., it's not going to be in front of me. I might not see it, and so I might not get back to it till the next morning. Okay? So you set the expectations, and then just make sure to keep your word on it. That's how I handle client expectations. And then for delivering on projects, I usually give myself an extra couple of days worth of wiggle room on anything that I plan on delivering. And then if I ever bump up to that end time, I just keep the client completely up to date with what I'm doing, why there is a delay, and more typically than that, I keep them updated throughout the entire process. Every time I hit a internal milestone, I share that with the client. So let's say I'm building out like a make.com automation and I just finished like first round of the prompts that I'll be using to interface with the OpenAI API. I'll let them know, hey, just so you know, I just went through like the scaffolding of how this whole thing's going to work. First round of prompting went well. It's still not exactly where I'd like it to be, but I wanted to keep you updated on where we're at in the process, and I'll let you know with future milestones as well. So just continuing to have a bunch of touch points with the client, maintaining proper expectations and communication is super powerful, making sure that you never underdeliver on your promises. And then if you've kept up with those communication points throughout the whole build out, if it does take longer than you expected, then it's not some random out of the blue text message 2 weeks later like, hey, we're behind schedule, blah, blah, blah. It's a text. It's a follow up from a text a couple days ago. It says, just so you know, I'm at this point right now. It's not exactly where I'd like it to be. It's at about 95, and I really want to get this to a 99.9 for you. So it'll take a couple more days. Just wanted to keep you in the loop. Let me know. Honestly, I wouldn't even do the let me know. It depends on your relationship with the client. But let me know if I can do anything in the meantime. That was off the top of my head. I wouldn't add that last part. Just keeping them in the loop is the biggest takeaway there. 500 subs soon. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're almost there. Big jumps. Yesterday was a pretty small one just because I did like a minute-long video. But, yeah, let's jump into what I did today. Today, I had 8 hours of calls, which, okay, so 3 hours of those were cold calls of me calling businesses, but the rest of them were client fulfillment calls, like training calls with the coaching consulting business I'm part in, client fulfillment calls, like making sure that we're like on track for everything. And then I had two calls with the support team that I'm working with on one of the automation projects I've taken on because it's not really going the way I want it to. And so I just want to get another pair of eyes on it. But yeah, a bunch of calls. Didn't really move the needle forward. Kind of did because at least I hit the daily actions of hitting that outreach. But at the end of the day, looking back, income didn't go up. So, nah. But yeah, that's what I did today. Let's cover some YouTube channel growth stats, then we'll get out of here. So it is August 26th. We are at 429. That doesn't seem accurate. Let me there we go. Not really sure what was up with that one, but I think it's an issue with my spreadsheet. But anyways, yeah, drop any comments if you have them. And dedicated course material is being built out for the school community. First link in the description. Outside of that, you lovely folks, let me know what you want from these. If you've made it this far, it means that you're a real one. So if you have anything in particular that you would want from me that can make these videos better, more engaging, let me know. Very open to feedback. Outside of that, love y'all, and I will see you, lovely folks, tomorrow.